Hi children, hello and welcome. I hope you're all having a great day. Today we are going to continue learning about insects. Before we start our new lesson, why don't we go back and talk a little bit about what an insect is. We know that insects are invertebrates. That means that they do not have a spine. They have an exoskeleton. Is exoskeleton mean inside or outside their body? That means they have a skeleton outside of their body. They have a skeleton. Insects have skeletons outside their body. Their bodies are made up of three parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Their legs and wings are usually connected to their abdomen. And their wings and legs are connected to the abdomen. Insects are also cold-blooded, which means that their temperature inside their body changes to the temperature that's outside in their environment. So a lot of insects usually come out during the winter time. When it's cold, they usually come out during the summertime. Do we see a lot of insects in the wintertime? No. That's because they go through something called diapause, which is similar to hibernation. They find a place where they can stay, and basically their bodies kind of freeze until the weather gets warm again. Then they come back out. We also learned that some insects look the same throughout their whole lives, and some insects go through something called a metamorphosis, where they completely change into something new. Today, we are going to talk about this insect. Do you know what this insect is called? This is a ladybug. Ladybugs are so beautiful. They have a bright red color on the outside with black little dots. So let's go ahead and talk about the ladybug. And then in the next video, I will talk about the life cycle of a ladybug. So let's talk about ladybug. So did you know that ladybugs are a type of beetle? Beetles usually have a hard outer shell, really hard. Ladybugs are insects that have 6 jointed legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you know that ladybugs have a special organ in their feet that helps them smell? What organ on our body helps us smell? Or what body part in our do we have that helps us smell? We have a nose. Well, a ladybug has a special organ on their feet that help them smell. And they use their antennas to touch, smell, and taste. How fun is that? Well, we know a ladybug is called a ladybug, but did you know that not all ladybugs are female? But a female ladybug can lay more than 1,000 eggs in her lifetime. Wow. A female ladybug can lay up to 1,000 eggs. That is a lot. Let's learn why ladybugs are good for our environment. In our last video, we talked about how some insects are really good for our environment. And ladybugs is one of them. Let's find out what the ladybug does that helps our environment. It is good to have ladybugs in your garden because they eat aphids. Aphids are little insects that suck juice from flowers and make them dry. So here you see the aphids. They're little green insects. So next time you see a really beautiful garden or some flowers, if you look really close, you might find some aphids. But the aphids suck up all the juice from the flowers and make them dry. So here you see the aphids. Oh, and this aphid is saying, run, because a ladybug is coming. A ladybug can eat over 50 aphids a day. Oh, and in 1 year, a ladybug can eat almost 5,000 aphids. Wow. Can you imagine eating 5,000 aphids in 1 year? That is a lot. What else can we learn about the ladybugs? Well, ladybugs go through something called a metamorphosis, like butterflies. That means they go through an entire cycle where they change, where they transform. They first start off as eggs, like all insects do, but then they transform into a ladybug larvae, which can eat up to 400 aphids. So they're constantly eating so they can grow. And then at the end, they turn into a ladybug. Ladybugs complete metamorphosis just like butterflies. And that's the life cycle of the ladybug. Did you know when it gets really, really cold, when temperatures drop below 55 degrees in the wintertime, the ladybug goes through diapause, which is like hibernation. We talked about that before. They can survive they can go into diapause for up to 9 months. But once the temperature reaches above 55 degrees, they can fly again and begin their search for food. And ladybugs actually like to live with other ladybugs. Ladybugs can migrate in groups, and that's because they're searching for food. So if you're searching for food, it might be a good idea to go with other animals too, right? So that's what a ladybug does. Ladybug gets together with other ladybugs and they all search for food. And they can fly up to 15 miles per hour. Very interesting. So this is a ladybug. We love ladybugs. They're beautiful, but they're also really good for our environment because they eat those aphids. I hope you enjoyed this video on ladybugs. Watch the next video so we can learn about the life cycle of a ladybug. All right, bye.